I think people are going to be happy this time around with the Abyss, unlike last time. Yes, this is a recycled fight, but it's not nearly as bad as Dullahan. And the Jack Lost chapter was kind of a while ago, so we've had some breathing room. It's not like, you know, we just fought this 3 days before they released it. So I think that'll be good. It would be nice to just see a boss we haven't fought. They could just slap an orb on. That would be cool. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think that they have ever put an orb on an Ultima Seraph type boss. That would be cool, I think. I mean, it would be a pain in the ass because of things like summon mute and stuff, but I'm up for the challenge. I think it'd be cool. So, if you missed the requirements in the beginning, this time it is yellow crystal, red crystal, and short sword. So, Ramza would be a awesome pick for this, because that's 2 requirements right there. Then you just gotta slap a red crystal in there, and then you can bring whoever you want. But, I opted to do this. Instead I had an Onion Knight take care of him. I've never actually used Onion Knight in a launch comp before, so this is a little different than what I'm used to doing, but I mean, it's kind of just the same idea. And if anything, Onion Knight works. I mean, he doesn't have, you know, awesome support or battery unless he uses burst. Then that burst effect is serious, but as you can see, I didn't do that. I used clouds. But what Onion Knight does have to help out with launch comps is the turn shenanigans and the swapping. So we were able to just kind of stay ahead of them the whole time and not really have to worry about much of anything, which was cool. I did not get Ignis. I tried the free pull and that was it. I'm not going to go back and pull for Ignis either, because I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't want to lie either. So I'm just going to be honest. I don't like Ignis. I really don't. And that's not his character, because I didn't play 15. Because a lot of people who played 15 absolutely love Ignis. They think he's the best. And that's fine. My hatred for Ignis extends as far as his kit in this game, and that's it. Because I just don't like it. To me, he's one of those characters who is good on paper, because you look at all the stuff he can do, like, wow, he's got this battery, he's got this healing, he has debuff evasion, barely anyone does that. But then you bring him to a fight, and you're like, this took way longer than it needed to. Because unlike other supports that are similar to him, at least as far as their kits go, which their skills are basically just battery or healing. Examples would be people like Hope or Pinello, or the Y'shtola skill 2. None of their skills add turns to the turn count. Ignis do. I don't think his skill 1 does. But he takes 2 turns to cook the skill 2, and then another turn, if I'm not mistaken, to pick which dish you want. It's either that or... No, I don't think it's that. I think it's a turn to cook, and then I think to pick the dish, it's not a turn. But then he gets another turn after that, and you have to, like, HP attack or Brave attack or something, then that takes a turn. So just getting Ignis set up is 2 turns where you're not doing any damage added on the count. And I... no, thank you. That's just not turn efficient enough for me. I'm good. That's just my opinion. I know other people, maybe that won't bother them as much. It bothers the hell out of me. So sorry, Ignis, but you are going to be a hard skip. He would be cool to have as a call, because I'm pretty sure you call him in with that LD call, you have fire enchant, and then you have 10% HP damage up. That's nice. That I would love to have. But Ignis on the team, hell no. I'm good on that. And he proved to be not necessary for this Abyss at all. Because if you look at last time, they were very heavily pushing Mog, and they are kind of pushing Ignis here too. But this fight, it's not bad without Ignis at all. Mainly because of the orb, because, you know, with the Mog one, with the Dullahan fight, that orb was water, which barely anybody does, except for Garnet or Rydia, and they're both super dated. So, most people I know who didn't have Mog had to use a Rydia call to even get through that. You don't need Ignis whatsoever for this. I thought maybe they'd at least have a fire orb because of what his, that would have been smart of them to do. To give the boss a fire orb, because not a lot of people do that. And that would have maybe encouraged some people to pull for Ignis. I mean, I'm glad they didn't, to be honest, but I'm surprised they didn't. But then, even then, like, people could have just bought stuff like Vivi and just melted this. So, yeah, he's not... Yeah, Ignis ain't really needed for this. Pretty sure these things can debuff you if you let them, but the fact that you can delay these things and launch them, unlike Dullahan where you couldn't do either, you really don't even need to worry about any of that. Onion Knight is doing a very good job of dealing with the orb. For those who don't know, this orb is melee damage, and Keiss and Cloud are both ranged. So I kept Onion Knight in ninja stance, so that whenever we needed to offset the orb, he could just run it with a multi-hit and we'd be good. I'm sure if I would have really sat there and thought about it, I probably could have come up with a more turn-efficient setup than this one. Because, I mean, we do have a bunch of newer characters since all of these people came out. You know, like we got Terra, we got Garland, we got all that stuff. And I could have brought Noctis if I wanted to. I just didn't really want to. I wanted to bring back the Cloud Keiss combo because it's kind of been a while. We just went through a pretty long stretch of launch immunity. So, yeah. It's nice to dust this off. And it's still proving to be just as effective as it always was. So this is almost over. There's not much to worry about anymore because we still have plenty of means to just keep them off of us. Like Cloud has another Blade Beam, which we don't even need to use right now, really. I'd rather launch with it, if possible. If we could set that up. Yeah, dude, I still got full skills, aside from LDs. Yeah, we are in zero danger here. Could have brought Jack, too. He'd be good for this. Obviously, because it's his boss. Garland, of course, he's melee too, so he can just delay these things into absolute oblivion, and you could milk his burst effect with other characters. You know what? Actually, I was going to say you could do this, but no, you can't because of crystal requirements. I was going to say, yeah, if you were to bring like Garland and that Terra, milk his burst effect, that's green and black crystal. So that strategy is not available for this. I just remembered that Ignis was synergy for the Jack event and Lost Chapter. Is that why they brought this back? Because that's weird. That's weird if that's why. Because who the hell brought Ignis to this? Like when we first saw it. I'll answer that. Nobody. Nobody brought Ignis to this. Someone's gonna chime in. Well, actually, okay, you know what I mean. Like barely anyone. Forgot this is YouTube and you have to be absolutely hyper literal about what you say or someone will correct you. Welcome to the internet. 2 and 4. So you weird plant jellyfish, whatever the hell you things are, just got juggled the whole time. Started pollinating, got kicked in the face. You're nothing. I was going to set up a launch, but why bother? We get this recovery and get everybody in here. And that's a wrap. Yeah, I'm anticipating, like I said, people are going to be clearing this abyss a lot faster. Because it's really not so bad. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. I'd like to see the comps you guys brought, and thank you for watching.